How are you guys all doing tonight? Whoa! Welcome from wherever you are in the world. How are you guys doing? What's up, Fred Jack? What's up, everyone? We're gonna be hanging upside down in a second. So while everyone's showing up, I'm gonna get these boots on, and we can just talk and hang out. All right. How's it going, everybody? All right. So I'm putting on some gravity boots. I got something important to talk to you about, but I'm not going to do it standing up straight, because that's how most people talk, and that's kind of boring, I think. So we're going to go gravity boots tonight. Someone said, "You the founder of ClickFunnels." That's me. I'm the most mature one in the entire company, if you can imagine that. Just kidding. All right, so I'll show you how this kind of works. So these are these boots, and you strap them in like this. Sorry, it's kind of awkward. It's like holding a phone with one hand. There you go. So there's number one here. Now I gotta get one on the other one. All right, guys, so here they are. I got both of the gravity boots on. Have you guys seen these before? These are kind of crazy. So, all right. So I'm gonna go upside down and we can hang out. So give me a second. I'm hoping I don't drop the phone. I have no idea how this is actually gonna look. This could be crazy. And then we can get to business when I'm hanging upside down. So give me, I'm gonna put you guys up here on the shelf for 1 second, okay? But then I will be back. So just hold on 1 second. All right, you guys still there? So we are literally, hold on. I'm not sure if you're upside down or right side up now. Oh, anyway, I make this makes you flip over. So I'm upside down now, you guys. So now we can get to real business. All right. So I told you guys I would share with you my number one traffic strategy while we're hanging out upside down. And I learned this. You guys see my legs up there? So you see how I'm hanging? I'm so weird. I'm so sorry, you guys. All right. If you think that I'm the weirdest person you've ever met, give me a double tap. It's actually really, the hearts are flying now. It's really good for your spine. It's really good for a whole bunch of stuff. It makes your face get all red, which is weird when you're on camera. So I'll come up to like this. That's a little less weird. All right. So I feel like Superman talking to you guys. All right. So here's my number one traffic secret for you guys. And then we'll come back down to normal. So when I was first getting started, I was learning. Back then, we were all into Google pay-per-click was big, SEO was big. This is all pre-Facebook, so that's kind of what we were focusing on. And then there was article marketing was big. A lot of people called it bum marketing at the time, and just different things like that, right? And so I was trying to learn all these different marketing strategies, kind of like some of you guys probably are nowadays. I'm going to come up a little more. All right. There we go, we're hanging. So I was learning some of this stuff, and I was trying different things out and having so much fun. And I remember I was at this forum. It was a big, huge marketing forum back in the day. It's kind of gone to pot nowadays. So back then it was awesome. And there was a discussion on the board. Everyone was talking about traffic. And someone said, "What do you think is the number one way to generate traffic online?" And I was like, "Oh man, this is going to be exciting. I want to see what everyone's talking about." And so, one person came in there like, Google ads are the best. It's the best way to drive traffic. And they gave their explanation why. And the next dude came in, SEO's the best, and articles are the best. Everyone had their thing, and I'm reading them all, and I was just so excited by the discussion and the conversation. And then finally one dude came in. He was the owner of the forum, probably one of the richest dudes there. And he quietly came in. He said, I think it was one line. He said, "I rely on my own network of affiliates to drive traffic." And he was out. Boom. And I was like, whoa. Like, I think everyone else missed it. Like, no one else really even commented on his comment. But I sat there and read it over and over and over again. I thought, I rely on my own network of affiliates. And I started thinking, I was like, wow, like, I can go out there and become a master at PPC, right? Or I can recruit, and let's say I'm really good at it. I get to the point where I make $10,000 a month for my own PPC efforts. That's pretty good, right? What if I find 10 PPC affiliates who are awesome, and each of those dudes make me 10 grand a month? That's 100 grand, 10x my money, right? And I don't have to even learn PPC that way. And what if instead of me becoming great SEO, I find 10 people with that are good SEO and make them affiliates, and then work off all their efforts? And instead of me building a huge list, what if I found 10 people who already have big lists, or 20 people, or 100 people? And I got it. It was my big aha. And so I started focusing less on learning how to drive traffic and more on recruiting affiliates and building relationships with people. And that is the number one secret. That has driven me more business than anything else I had done. All right, so I'm kind of lightheaded. I'm going to flip around. So give me 1 second to get back to normal, and then we will come hang out again. All right, we are back. All right, I'm so weird, but that's what you guys get for hanging out with me this late at night. All right, so that was it, you guys. That was my big aha, and it's evolved for me since then. How many of you guys have heard me talk about Dream 100 before? If you haven't, I talk about it a lot, and it's important. I learned it initially from Chet Holmes. I won't go into the whole story behind it, but as we got bigger in our business, we started focusing on Dream 100, which was like, okay, well, who are our Dream 100 partners? Who are those people? And we started making a list of them and said, we need to become friends with them and build relationships and market to our dream partners. Not just that we're marketing to our end customers, we're marketing to the people that have our customers on their lists or in their podcasts or on their blogs and things like that. And so, that's what I started focusing on. So for you guys, if you want an assignment to get a lot of traffic this weekend, get out a list. And at the top of the list, write, we're going to make, I think, 5 columns. The first column, write email lists. Second column, write podcasts. Third column, write blogs. Fourth column, write social profiles. And fifth column, write something else. Just the biggest smiley face or something. I don't even know. All right. So after you do that, then on the first column, I want you to think about everyone in your market who already has your dream customer there, right? They're already on their email list. So who are all the list owners in your market? Okay, and make a list of who are all the people in your market that have an email list with your dream customers on there, and write down all their names. Then go through that. The second column is podcasts, right? So who are all the people that have a podcast with your dream clients on it? And go to the iTunes, wherever the podcast directories are, and find every single, if you're in business, find every business podcast. If you're in finance, find every finance one. If you're in, yes, thank you. If you're in weight loss or fitness, find every fitness one. Make a list of all the podcasts, then all the bloggers, and then all the people that have big social profiles. And start building out a list of 100 people that could be your dream partners. And after you got it, then start marketing to those people. Someone said they're glad that my kids don't see me. My kids do this with me, just so you know. And a typical day, my kids are upside down with me, so there you go. But Dream 100 is transformational because it's really good for you to go, obviously, and build your own lists, and you should. You should build your own social media. You should build your own podcast. You should build your own blog. You should be doing those things. But it's exponentially faster to tap into other people's. And so think about that. And then the other thing is that, when I build my Dream 100, I'm not hoping to get 100 people to partner with me. Ideally, that'd be awesome. But I know, every time we roll out a new product, we usually start with a list of at least 100. Actually, my Dream 100 is up to Dream 450 now or something like that. And we market to them every single time. And I'll ask 450 people. And from that, I'll get maybe 80 people who say yes. And even from the 80 people who say yes, only 30 actually follow through on it, which is crazy. But that's just kind of how it works sometimes. So that's kind of the concept. But there you go. Yeah, Chet was a genius. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, if you have direct mail owners, it's good as well. I focus more on the online ones because it's faster. But yeah, if you got people in your market that have direct mail, and this works offline too. A lot of people are like, Russell, I'm a chiropractor. How does this work for me? Well, it's a couple things. First off, right, this is like my process for local businesses when I work with them. The first thing I ask them, the first thing that the first thing that I tell them is I do ask them. I say, how many people do you have on your dead file list? And what's a dead file list? I'm like, your dead file list, that's everyone who has come into your clinic or who has tried to buy from you in the past or whatever. It used to be a customer, but they're not anymore, right? They're dead files. He's like, I've got tons of those. I'm like, how many? He's like, I don't know, maybe 300 of them. So we took these 300 people that were his dead files, people that no longer went to him. He thought was just garbage. Was sitting in a filing cabinet in his office. We took those 300 people, and guess what we did? We started aggressively marketing to him. And within 30 days, doubled the size of his business with his dead files, which was awesome. And then after he's dead, he's like, "This is cool. How do I double my business again?" I'm like, "Okay, well, we figured out how to market to your dead files. Which one of your friends or business owners have dead files as well?" Like, "Oh, well, the juice shop down the street, they've got my dream customers. I wonder if they've got a dead file list." They probably do. Boom. What about this one? What about this one? We started finding clients and customers around that area to partner with and market to their dead files. and their active customer files and a bunch of other stuff like that. So there you go. All right, so I've had 3 or 4 guys ask me about the columns. I don't remember the columns. I was just making up columns off the top of my head. It could be 4, it could be 5. Just think about it. How many, so list owners, okay, that can be 1. Podcasters can be number 2. Bloggers can be number 3. People with big, huge Facebook followings can be number 4, so big fan pages. Number 5 could be Twitter followers. Number 6 could be YouTube. It doesn't matter. Just the concept is, where's your target market? Who's already congregated those people together? You can find a YouTube channel that's got, 100,000 or 500,000 viewers. Like, that should be on your Dream 100 list. If you got a LinkedIn group with tons of people, again, same thing. Dead files. These are typically I see dead files more in like more local businesses. So let's say a dentist, right? Your dentist, his dead files are all the people that have come in the past that no longer come to him anymore, and they all have them. They don't think they have them, but they always do. And that's their dead files. And there's very few businesses you can't double local businesses just by grabbing their dead files and aggressively marketing to them. So. And I go into Dream 100 forever. We don't have time tonight to go into all of it because I'm really busy out here goofing off in the wrestling room. But I mean, the other concept, obviously we do all sorts of marketing. We send packages to people. We call them on the phone. We try to build relationships, and we're trying to get them to engage with us. But the cool thing about Dream 100 list, it wasn't possible when I was getting started, but it is today for you guys, is let's say Tony Robbins is in my Dream 100 list. And let's say I know that Tony Robbins is probably never going to promote me to his list or his Facebook group or anything. But what's cool is that Facebook and YouTube and Twitter have given all of us the ability to go and just target his fans. So if Tony Robbins is in my Dream 100 list, he's not going to market to my people. But guess what? Facebook will allow me to market to his people. You can bypass a lot of people's people as well. So it's pretty fun. You can do all sorts of cool stuff. So anyway, that's what I got for you guys tonight. I just wanted to share something with you. I was about to put my boots on. I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to hang upside down, I'm going to do it with some friends. So I appreciate you guys letting me be dorky, and hopefully you learned something tonight. Yeah, and you guys start hanging. The best way to probably hang, if you guys want to start doing it, is getting one of these teeter tables. They're like, I think $150 or so on Amazon. Basically hook your feet into it, and then you lay back and he flips you upside down. And that's like the normal way to do it. The gravity boots are totally for people that are just crazy like me. But what's interesting is that one of my friends, he's actually, or my cousin, he's a pilot. And from pilot, you get compressed, and he'd shrunk like over an inch from just flying all the time, like G5, whatever. And he started using these, and he actually grew an inch back by flipping upside down. So I don't know. Tim Ferriss says every morning he does it as well. So there you go. All right. So that's what I got, you guys. I'm going to go to bed. Justin, Tara, it's way past your guys' bedtime. You guys need to go to bed as well. A couple important things that are coming up. Funnel Hacking Live is happening soon, so if you don't have your tickets yet, I think we're down to about 300 tickets left, and they're going fast. We're 33 days away, so these will be sold out. My guess in the next 14 days they will be gone. Oh, Tara's gone. That's why Justin gets to hang out all night. So if you haven't got your tickets yet to Funnel Hacking Live, go to funnelhacking.com. Yeah. If you want to know more about my Inner Circle program, and I teach people how to hang upside down from gravity boots, just kidding. If you go to russellbrunson.com, you can see my coaching program. RussellBrunson.com. And that's about it, you guys. Anyway, if you had fun tonight, give me a double tap, show me some hearts. I'm going to go to bed because I'm done. Awesome. Very cool, you guys. Appreciate y'all. Have an amazing weekend. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.